Hello friends, welcome back to this week's video. Now in today's lecture, we will cover many important questions from your IEIFS paper of JAIIB and covering chapter 2, that is sectors of Indian economy. Please note all these question types have been asked in previous examination of JAIIB, so do cover all these questions carefully before your examination. So let's start. Now first question is assertion and reason type question. And the assertion statement is given as the tertiary sector is the largest contributor to India's GDP. Then reason is given as India has transformed from an agrarian economy to a service-led economy with IT, finance and trade being major growth drivers. And these answer choices are given to you. Now friends, as you know, India's GDP composition has shifted significantly. As per Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, that is MOSPI, the services sector contributes approximately 55 to 57% of gross value added, which is far surpassing agriculture, which is approximately 18%, and industry, which is approximately 25%. Now this reflects India's evolution into a service-led economy driven by IT exports, financial services, tourism, and professional services. Then next, the reason given in question correctly explains the assertion. Since IT-led growth and globalization accelerated this transition, thus making India one of the fastest growing service economies globally. So the correct option for the given question is option A. The next question is, what sector is also known as the brain of the economy? And these options are given to you. That is, first option is primary sector. Then second option is secondary sector. Then third option is quaternary sector, and last option D is quaternary sector. Friends, the correct option for the given question is option C. Please remember, the quaternary sector comprises of senior executives, bureaucrats, policymakers and top scientists. That is, those who are responsible for key national and corporate decisions. That's why this is often referred to as brain of the economy due to its role in steering direction, policy and innovation. While the quaternary sector deals with knowledge, that is teaching and R&D, the quaternary sector focuses on decision-making powers at the highest level. So I hope the explanation is clear to you. Now before moving ahead with the video, friends, do you know that JAIIB pass percentage has dropped to just 14.70% after the recent syllabus change? And this is not because bankers are not studying, but because first the exam expanded from 3 to 4 papers, making it far tougher. Then second and most important reason is the syllabus has become massive, bulky and intimidating. So most bankers lose their motivation the moment they open their textbook after a long working hours. Friends, after your hectic day, that mountain of syllabus feels impossible to conquer. And when exam day comes, the questions are from much depth than your scattered preparation. And what's the result? Well, it's wasted time, wasted money and wasted attempts. But here's the good news for you. Now, I am introducing my JAIIB Masters Pack, which is designed exclusively for the new syllabus and updated exam pattern. Now first are these 4 summarized notebooks, which provides you clear, engaging and in-depth learning, but they are never bulky. Then next are these 4 question banks, which are filled with case studies, numericals and exam focused questions with detailed solutions. Now the format of books is motivation friendly, that is, these are easy to revise even after long working day without getting bored. Not only this, you get full mentor support till your exam day, so you are not alone in this journey. Now, I have been guiding bankers for last 7+ years, analyzed past patterns, and I have also cut all unnecessary bulk in these books. So get these books covering all 4 JAIIB papers, including summarized notes and question banks. And you also get my personal guidance all in one package. So stop struggling and start preparing smart. So order your JAIIB Masters Pack and clear your JAIIB in the very next attempt. Now let's move forward with our lecture. And next question is, if India wants to reduce disguised unemployment in agriculture, which sector must absorb the excess labor force most effectively? And these options are given to you. That is, first option is primary sector. Then second option is secondary sector. Then third option is tertiary sector. And last option D is quaternary sector. Now friends, please note India's agriculture employs approximately 45% of the workforce but only contributes less than 18% to the GVA, that is gross value added, which shows disguised unemployment. So to address this, the labor must shift to the secondary sector, particularly manufacturing and construction, which have high labor absorptive capacity. Not only this, Make in India and infrastructure development programs in fact aims to generate such employment. Lastly, services sector can absorb skilled workers but is less suitable for rural surplus labor. So as far as this question goes, the correct option is option B. Then next we have a case study and the question is, Ramesh, a 25-year-old graduate from Bihar, works in his family farm where productivity is low. His income is irregular and he has no social security. The state government has launched new industrial projects in nearby towns and an MNC is opening a textile unit requiring semi-skilled workers. Ramesh is considering moving to the town for stable wages. Which of the following best describes Ramesh's economic transition if he shifts? And these options are given to you. That is, first option is from primary to secondary. Then second option B is from primary to tertiary. Then third option C is from secondary to quaternary, and last option D is from tertiary to quinary sector. Now as given in the question, Ramesh currently works in agriculture, which is part of primary unorganized sector with no legal protection. But shifting to textile manufacturing job, he would have entered the secondary sector, which is generally part of the organized economy with formal wages and benefits. Friends, this kind of migration is common in India's economic development path and is vital to reducing rural disguised unemployment. Thus, the correct option for the given question is option A. Then, next question is, identify the correct statements. And these 4 statements are given to you. That is, first statement is, Green Revolution was spearheaded by M.S. Swaminathan in 1960s. Then second statement is, White Revolution was led by Varghese Kurin, boosting milk production. Then third statement is, Golden Revolution is associated with oil seeds production. And fourth statement is, Evergreen Revolution is linked with sustainable agriculture productivity. And now these 4 options are given to you. Now friends, this is an important but easy question. I hope you know that Golden Revolution is for fruits, honey and horticulture and not oil seeds. Oil seeds is in fact related to Yellow Revolution. Hence statements 1, 2 and 3 are correct. Thus the correct option for the given question is option A. The next question is, the Index of Core Industries, that is ICI, tracks performance of dash core sectors of Indian economy. And these options are given to you. Now please note the ICI monitors 8 key sectors, which are electricity, steel, coal, crude oil, natural gas, cement, fertilizers and refinery products. And together they have approximately 40% weight in the IIP, making it a critical barometer of industrial health. Thus the correct option for the given question is option D. The next question is, now here we are given 3 statements and you have to tell which one is true. Now first statement is, the Index of Industrial Production, that is IIP, is published by the Reserve Bank of India. Then second statement is, the services sector contributes more than 50% to India's GDP. And third statement is, agriculture continues to employ the largest share of India's workforce. Then next is options are given to you. Friends, please note the IIP is published by National Statistical Office, that is NSO, and not RBI. So statement 1 is false here. Then next, the services sector indeed contributes approximately 55% to India's GDP. And finally, agriculture, despite its declining GDP share, still employs the largest workforce, which is approximately 45%. And this is actually higher than the industry and services sector. So as you can see, the correct option is option B, that is first statement is false and second and third statements are both true. The next question is, the term sunrise sector refers to, and these options are given to you, that is first option is a sector with declining employment potential. Then second option B is a traditional agrarian sector dependent on monsoon. Then third option C is a new or emerging sector with strong future growth potential. And last option D is a sector that only provides government employment. Now please remember, sunrise sectors include green energy, fintech, healthcare, IT, electronics and retail, etc. That is, these are the industries with innovation, high growth and investment potential. They are actually expected to drive India's future economy. So as far as this question goes, the correct option is option C. Then next we have a cause and effect question. Now cause statement is given as disguised unemployment exists in Indian agriculture, and effect statement is given as productivity per worker remains low despite high employment. Now these answer choices are given to you. Friends, please note disguised unemployment means more workers are employed than required. So marginal productivity of labor is near zero here. Hence overall productivity remains low despite high workforce share. Now this is actually a structural issue in India's primary sector. So as far as this question goes, the correct option is option A. Friends, finally we have reached the last question of today's lecture, and the question is actually a case study. Arun, a migrant worker from Uttar Pradesh, is employed at a construction site in Mumbai. He receives wages in cash, has no appointment letter and is not covered under PF or ESI. Recently, the contractor suggested registering under the e-Shram portal and linking workers to government schemes like PMSBY and PMJJBY. Arun is confused whether this will change his employment sector classification. Now, which of the following is correct interpretation? And these options are given to you. That is, first option is Arun will shift from unorganized to organized sector. Then second option B is Arun will remain in unorganized sector but gain social security benefits. Then third option C is Arun will shift from secondary to tertiary sector. And last option D is Arun will move into quaternary sector. Friends, registration under the e-Shram portal provides unorganized workers access to social security and welfare schemes, but it does not change the sector classification. So Arun continues to be in the unorganized secondary sector, though government benefits improve his welfare. Remember, organized sector requires formal contracts, PF and legal compliance by the employer. Mere registration to e-Shram portal does not convert unorganized jobs into organized ones. Friends, with this I wind up today's lecture. Don't forget to get your JAIIB resources from the links given in description of this video. So thank you, and I will meet you again in another video next week.